What are the benefits to having female leaders in your company? I'm Alex Wehrley, and here to help us answer that question, Jay Rosenzweig. He is the CEO of Rosenzweig and Company. Thanks for being here.
It's my pleasure. Happy to be here.
Yeah, good. Well, let's just start with the facts. You yourself have done a report, and also there are other studies to support what?
So it's very clear that the more diversity around the boardroom table, the more diversity in the executive ranks, the greater the business results. It's been proven over and over again. Catalyst has done many studies to that effect. There's been Harvard case studies. McKinsey has done work around this issue. And it also makes a lot of sense if you think about it. If you've got 10 70-year-old white males sitting around a boardroom table, you're not going to have as much of a diverse thought process as if you had various age groups, a gender split, hopefully 50-50, but even, let's say, a 30%, 70% gender split. If you had ethnic diversity, having different perspectives makes for healthier discussion, and healthier discussion makes for greater creativity. And creativity, I think, is the key to differentiating oneself in business and doing better, frankly.
Yeah, and not to mention that a lot of products and services are marketed towards women. So
Correct.
Who understands the psychology of women better than women?
Absolutely. So I see not only a moral imperative in providing equal opportunity to women and other individuals who have historically been discriminated against, frankly. But beyond the importance of the moral imperative, there's a true business case to be made.
Right. It helps your bottom line. So
That's
that's
right.
some motivation right there.
Exactly.
What are some other benefits to hiring women in leadership positions?
So when you have that different kind of perspective and information that can be brought about an entire demographic, 50% of our world, roughly speaking, you have the ability to tap into the hearts and souls of individuals in a way that you couldn't otherwise have the opportunity to do, quite frankly.
So why aren't there as many female leaders? I know that there's a lot of different theories about it, but what is your theory?
Well, I do believe that there remains some subconscious bias. And I do this report every year on women at top levels of the corporate world. And the number of women amongst the ranks of top paid executives remains quite low. It's still below 10%. There's this tendency to want to hire people that are like me. So if 90% of the executives making these top hires are male, there's a tendency to want to hire people who are like them. So I think one of the solutions needs to be to more aggressively hire at the top levels, rather than even necessarily from within, in order to inject more diversity at the top levels so that you can have women who could be role models for other women. And at the end of the day, the bottom line will be more beneficial for everyone else.
And often there are more male candidates in these higher positions.
Yes.
So how does a company find really good, qualified female candidates?
So when one's doing a recruitment project, whether it be internally at the corporate level or hiring a firm like ours who specialize in executive talent acquisition, it's important to do the customized research work. To take that blank sheet of paper, understand the business objectives underlying a decision to make a hire, and then develop a strategy to meet those business objectives. And go out and do cold research and not rely on previous searches and information that's stale from a proprietary database. It's important to go out there and to do the digging. And it's a much more labor-intensive process when you do that original research. But what I found time and time again, when you take that kind of rigorous approach, you uncover the diverse candidates, because typically the hidden candidates, the hidden gems, are the up-and-comers. and there's a much greater population of women candidates amongst the ranks of the hidden gems, the up-and-comers.
And what are some benefits to hiring an up-and-comer versus someone who maybe has more experience?
So you have an individual who brings energy and drive and ambition. And if you hire the right great athlete, even if it's a young athlete, if they've got the right mindset and the willingness to learn and the willingness to work hard and to accept criticism and to put in the extra hours to get to where they need to go, you could probably hit a home run with a stretch candidate in a way that you wouldn't with more of a lateral, safer kind of hire. I've seen that many, many times.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your insight, and thank you for being an advocate for female leaders and diversity in general.
Well, it's an important cause, and I'm happy to do it. And this report that I do, I always say I hope to work my way out of a job so that we have gender parity and we have equality, and we no longer have to work on this issue. And we only talk about leaders, not female leaders or man leaders.
Yeah, that'll be a great day.
It'll happen.
Awesome. Thanks to my guest, Jay Rosenzweig. He is the CEO of Rosenzweig and Company, and we are here to inspire, inform, and connect a community of entrepreneurs. I'm Alex Wehrley, and this is Business Rockstars.